Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. I'm just going to make a very quick comment to do with this that's just happened today. And basically, I don't believe this was just a natural occurring incident, either through fault of the bridge or just weather or anything. I believe the whole thing has been staged. Until I see actual footage of it collapsing in just normal, real time, I don't believe it, and I won't believe it. But I know some people may feel like I'm being insensitive by saying that, but that is just my genuine opinion and belief. Because until I do see that, why should I believe that this just happened to happen all on its own? Because all the footage we've got here is just afterwards. All of it is afterwards. They've got all this information all of a sudden straight away afterwards. It's because it's all been prepared. How can they have all of this report? So, but yet there's no actual genuine, proper, just general public footage. So yeah, I don't believe anybody has died either. Very quickly, just on that depth that they're talking about. I mean, nothing is a coincidence, especially when it's numbers. They're talking about 148 feet. They've been specific on this to get that in. It's in the third paragraph down. 45, the 45th day of the year being the Valentine's Day. I'm going to get to that quickly in a second. In brackets, 148 feet. 14th of August today. But it's just this massive in-depth report. The footage is rubbish because it's all afterwards. It's supposed to be showing all this kind of... They've even said that it shows parts of the bridge. No, it doesn't. I'm not even going to play it. But it doesn't show any of it collapsing. It's all the aftermath. We don't know unless you were there. And that's the other thing. None of us were there. Nobody was there that's going to be able to back anything up, is there? But yeah, we get the eyewitnesses' reports. But the only one that's gone on, that's actually been put on the record, because that gets decided, of course, as well, is this guy. I'm going to show the gematria for him in a second. Pietro Malassa. And I know it's the only guy on the record so far, because Decoding End Times from America. How's it going, brother? He's done a video a few hours ago on this very same thing. His news sources only had that name as well as the quoter. The other eyewitness down here, unnamed. Yet he's gone through a lot of the information and he seems to know all sorts. But he's unnamed, of course. Why? Yet the only one that is named who talks about the lightning is this guy. I'm just going to show the gematria for this guy's name. There we are. He was the one who's given that specific quote about the lightning. So let's see what he's talking about. Mr. 142 in Ordinal. Valentine's Day. Pietro Malassa. That's what he's probably talking out of. There's all sorts of anagrams you can get from that name. 142 Ordinal. The whole thing is just staged and very well, it's going to be convincing to the unknowing public, which is the general population of the world, that are still all being taken in by mainstream news reports. That they genuinely believe that people were, dying from this bridge. Remember, they can easily set this up. Unless you were there, of course, unless you were in Italy at this very point, how are you going to find out? Is there any way we're going to be able to trace anyone? There isn't, is there? And they know that. So they can tell us anything. They can say whatever. We don't know what was actually going on in this area today, other than, more than likely, a lot of road closures and diversions. So people weren't even probably going over there at this very time. It was all set up for certain things to happen, for this to happen. Because that's how they do it. They've had plenty of time. That's all they do with our money, taxpayers' money, to set up all these things, rituals. And it's given us messages as well, of course. But yeah, his ordinal 142. That's all I'm going to get into. Got 142 from that 45th day of the year. You know, they can't wait to tell us how high up it is, of course. 148 feet. 14th of August today. Something else I just wanted to do was a little bit to do with the number 9, dividing it by numbers. But specifically 1.4, purely because I've just shown 142. Notice there at the end you get that 169 with the answer, 13 times 13 on the 142. 141, I'm just going to quickly show all of them. You're getting a lot of decimal places, aren't you, on all of them. 143, I'm going to come back to 4, 5 is lots, 6, lots, 7, lots, 8, lots of decimals. Interesting though, it's all 81, 81, 81 pattern, or 108 as well on that one, 1.48. 9, lots of decimals. 1.44 is the only one that goes to very small. 144 we know is the time reference number, 1440 minutes in a day. 6 1/4 then for 1.44 when you divide it into 9. 6 1/4. So you'd write that 6 and then 1 4, wouldn't you? We were just talking about Trump. 6 1 4. I think I was talking about Trump, unless that was in the other recording. But sorry, yeah, that's 614 anyway. 9 divided by 1.44, 6 1/4. Which, when you write that, is 6 1 -4. So ignoring that dash, you've got a date, haven't you? June 14th. Move the dash there. Anyway, I went a bit off track there, but yeah, don't believe the mainstream hype. It's just to create fear and emotion and dread, and when really it's just a very well planned out, staged incident. I'm sure of it. I feel that way, and I'm not afraid to go on the record to say it. Why do they only have one eyewitness that's on the record that they've chosen his name to be put out as that? Where's everyone else? Where's all the other people? Where's the real footage of it going down? Why can't they show it? Oh, is it because people have died? Well, if that's really the case, then what's so wrong about us seeing it? Or can we only see it in make-believe films? That's what this whole thing is. Media is make-believe. It's just another extension of movies. Oh, I'm getting a bit wound up, so I'll leave it there. Take care, everybody. Cheers.